your person is experiencing what can only be described as financial karma. Life has turned their own actions back on them, and they are feeling the full weight of consequences for the way they treated you. The very choices they made, especially betraying your trust, have now left them facing financial instability, insecurity, and a deep sense of loss. Where they once might have felt confident in their ability to control situations, they now feel as though their blessings have been cut off. They recognize that their dishonesty and recklessness in the recent past not only hurt you but also created a chain reaction in their own life. The difficulties you endured because of their behavior, your stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights, are mirrored in the struggles they now face. It is as though the universe has stepped in, ensuring that they learn a lesson through emotional breakdowns and financial setbacks. At their core, your person does not want to remain in this state. They long to come back to you, to return to the safety and love they once felt by your side. Yet, in their mind, they cannot face you until they have rebuilt their financial life. They feel inadequate when they are not financially secure, because for them, money symbolizes more than comfort. It represents worth, respect, and the ability to protect and provide. They want to offer you stability, to cater to your needs and desires, and to feel strong enough to stand beside you as a partner you can lean on. This yearning for abundance is not just about themselves, it stems from their desire to prove to you that they are capable of being the person you deserve. Even as they dream of reconciliation, your person cannot help but dwell on the mistakes they made. They find themselves questioning how they worked so tirelessly to win your love and trust, only to sabotage it all by pushing you away. Their insecurities, their wounds from past heartbreaks, and their lingering disappointments all clouded their judgment. Instead of healing those wounds, they let them spill over into your relationship, making choices that drove you further away. In quiet moments, they cannot believe how easily they let their fears and doubts outweigh the love they had for you. Shame is a constant companion for them now. They replay their actions over and over again, recognizing how they deliberately ignored your needs and manipulated situations to keep you tied to them. At the time, they may have convinced themselves that they were protecting their own heart or holding on to you in the only way they knew how. But now, with hindsight, they see the futility of it all. Every selfish act, every moment of manipulation, every dismissal of your feelings has come back to haunt them. What they thought would secure your presence in their life instead drove a wedge between you, leaving them more alone than ever. Perhaps the most painful realization for your person is that everything they did was rooted in fear. They did not want anyone else to have your heart. Their jealousy and possessiveness convinced them that holding on to you at any cost was better than facing the possibility of losing you. Yet, in the end, they created the very reality they feared most. They are now the one who has lost everything, including you. That loss has forced them to confront a truth they cannot ignore. They did not just make mistakes, they destroyed something beautiful with their own hands. Looking back, your person acknowledges the immaturity in their behavior. They can see clearly now how childish and egocentric their actions were. They realize that instead of being honest, they let pride and insecurity dictate their choices. Instead of nurturing love, they allowed their ego to take over, making decisions that hurt you and left lasting scars. The clarity they have now is painful, but it is also transformative. For the first time, they truly understand the depth of their missteps and the ways in which they sabotaged not only your relationship but also their own happiness. Despite their shame and regret, there is still a flicker of determination within them. They want to change, to rebuild, to become someone worthy of standing by your side again. They know it will take more than words, it will take action, consistency, and growth. But in their heart, they are willing to put in the work. The financial struggles, the emotional turmoil, and the mental battles they face daily are all pushing them toward transformation. They are beginning to recognize that the punishment they endure is not meant to break them entirely but to teach them lessons they once ignored. Your person dreams of the day they can return to you, not as the broken and insecure version of themselves, but as someone healed, stable, and strong. They want to show you that they are capable of protecting you, providing for you, and respecting you in ways they failed to before. While they cannot undo the past, they hope that their future actions can demonstrate sincerity and growth. Until then, they wrestle with their shame, their regret, and the undeniable truth that they were the architect of their own downfall. In their quietest moments, they whisper the same thought to themselves: I messed up big time. It is a realization that haunts them but also drives them, because beneath all the mistakes, the shame, and the financial struggles, one truth remains: they still love you, and that love fuels their hope for redemption. I want to ask how you are doing, but I know you may not want to hear from me or even entertain the thought of opening up to me again. That hesitation on your part is something I completely understand, because I was the one who chose to walk away. I was the one who abandoned you and left this connection without any real explanation, without clarity, and without the slightest consideration for how deeply my absence might wound you. I cannot blame you for whatever feelings you hold toward me now, because the truth is that I created this distance. I built these walls, and I allowed silence to take the place of love. I made the choice to remain quiet, to disappear into the shadows of my own life, and in doing so, I ignored days that should have been sacred between us. I did not reach out on holidays, birthdays, or even on our anniversary, the milestones that once gave us joy and something to celebrate. Those days came and went with no phone calls, no texts, no words of affection or care. I know you must have felt forgotten, perhaps even invisible to me. That is a burden I carry now because I know I should have never left things that way. It has been far too long since we communicated in the gentle, loving way we once did. I miss that version of us, the one where our voices carried kindness, patience, and warmth. When I think back, I realize that I should have never left you. I was completely wrong in every way. I allowed myself to become consumed with building my own life, thinking only of myself and my ambitions. In truth, I was selfish. I revolved everything around me, as if nothing else mattered. Again and again, I ignored the connection we had and forgot the beauty of what we built together. That selfishness is my deepest regret. When you needed me most, I wasn't there. I walked away, and in doing so, I fulfilled your worst fear: abandonment and rejection. That knowledge weighs heavily on me because I know how much it must have hurt you, and still, I left you to carry that pain alone. Now, I look back and I see myself for what I was in that moment: someone who failed the person they loved. It makes me feel like a loser because I lost something so precious, something irreplaceable. I lost you. I lost what we shared, and I lost the chance to stand by you when you deserved my loyalty. I regret my choices, and I regret the ego that kept me from returning sooner. You may doubt me now, you may believe I am lying or that my words are nothing more than empty apologies. But every single month without you has felt like hell. Every day stretched into a reminder of the absence, of the emptiness I created. It was not just silence from you I felt, it was silence within myself. Without you, everything has felt incomplete. I want you back. I want to sit beside you again and feel your hands in mine. I want the small, quiet moments we used to share, the simple closeness that felt like home. For every day I stayed away, I want to make it up to you. I want to give back the love I should have given freely. This time, I would make sure that your happiness and your smile are at the center of everything I do. I cannot change the past, but I can dedicate the present and the future to showing you what you mean to me. I know this is not easy. I know forgiveness is not something I can demand or expect. The pain I caused may still feel fresh, and the memories of my absence may linger like shadows you cannot erase. But I ask you, if you can, to look beyond the hurt and remember the good we once shared. Remember the moments of love, of laughter, of tenderness. Those moments were real, just as my feelings for you have always been real. I am not as bad or as cold as my past actions might make me seem. I let selfishness and pride take over, but that is not the truth of who I am. What I feel for you has never disappeared. It has lived quietly inside me, waiting for me to finally face my mistakes and admit how deeply I wronged you. I am ready now to fight for this connection, to show you through my actions, not just my words, that I can be better, that I can be the partner you once believed I could be. I am not asking you to erase what happened, but I am asking you to consider the possibility of a new chapter. A chapter built not on abandonment, but on presence. Not on selfishness, but on love. Every night I replay the past in my mind, wishing I could rewrite the ending of our story. But since I cannot undo what has been done, the only thing I can do is move forward with honesty, humility, and love. If you could give me another chance, I would not take it for granted. I would treasure it as though it were the most fragile gift in the world. Because it is. Because you are. Please believe me when I say you were, and still are, the most precious part of my life. And no matter how much time has passed, I still want you, I still need you, and I still love you. Your partner sees you moving forward at a pace that almost feels unstoppable. To them, it is as though you are stepping into a new realm of strength, rising fully into your power, and embracing every aspect of who you were meant to be. They can sense that you are no longer the same person you once were. The challenges, the setbacks, and the trials that once seemed like obstacles now appear as stepping stones that you have used to carve a clearer path for yourself. Your partner feels that you have become strong enough to face whatever comes your way, capable of standing tall and unshaken even in the middle of storms. This shift in you feels powerful, magnetic, and inspiring to them. It is impossible for them not to notice the transformation that has taken place within you. You are no longer moving timidly or cautiously, instead, you walk with certainty and courage. Fear, which may have once whispered doubts in your ear, no longer holds authority over you. Independence radiates from you in ways that make it clear you are relying on your own vision, your own voice, and your own strength. Your focus is sharp, directed firmly toward your goals and the bigger vision of your life. It is as though nothing can pull you off your path, because you know exactly where you are headed. Despite everything you have been through, you have refused to allow bitterness or disappointment to poison your spirit. Deep within you, that childlike wonder, the ability to see beauty, to dream, and to believe in possibilities, remains alive. And that, more than anything, is what sets you apart. The world may have tried to harden you, but you did not let it break you. Instead, you transformed pain into resilience and setbacks into wisdom. Your partner is deeply moved by the way your faith in the universe and its divine timing seems unshakable. You carry yourself as though you know that everything happening around you is part of a larger process, a greater unfolding. This trust, combined with your relentless effort and determination, has placed you in an energy that feels almost magical. To them, you are embodying the archetype of the magician, someone who can create opportunities where none seem to exist, someone who attracts abundance simply by aligning their thoughts, intentions, and actions. They see how you manifest, how you draw blessings toward you, and how you make things happen with a kind of grace that seems effortless, even though they know it comes from years of struggle and perseverance. Watching you in this energy both inspires them and reminds them of what is possible when someone fully embraces their own power. Yet, beneath all of this admiration, your partner also carries a longing. They wish, deep in their heart, that you would give them one final chance to prove their love to you. They know you are emotional, sensitive, and capable of deep feeling, but they can also see that you are making a deliberate choice to keep moving forward instead of looking back. To them, this choice is both admirable and painful. It means that you are prioritizing your own growth and happiness, even if it leaves them behind. Still, they cannot help but hope for a chance to show you that their love is genuine, that they could bring joy back into your life if only you allowed it. Your partner has not forgotten what you have endured. They recognize the battles you have fought, both seen and unseen. They know that the opposition you faced was heavy, that life tested you in ways that might have broken someone else. But you were never broken. You bent, you shifted, and you adapted, but you never allowed the difficulties to extinguish your light. Instead, you emerged from those upheavals even brighter, with a strength and wisdom that makes you shine in ways you may not even fully realize. To them, you are proof that resilience is not just about surviving but about thriving, about refusing to let circumstances define who you are. In their eyes, you stand now as a person who is not only confident but also grounded, someone who has achieved balance between ambition and stability. You radiate success, not only in the external sense of accomplishments, but in the deeper, spiritual sense of becoming whole and aligned with yourself. This presence you carry commands respect, but it also stirs desire. Your assertiveness, the way you speak and act with conviction, might be intimidating to them at times, but that very intensity is what draws them closer. It is a reminder of your strength, your independence, and your refusal to settle for anything less than what you deserve. To them, this is not just attractive, it is intoxicating. More than anything, your partner longs to bring happiness back into this connection. They want to be the one who stands beside you, not as an anchor holding you back, but as a companion who supports your journey. They dream of contributing to your joy rather than adding weight to your burdens. Whether or not you allow them that chance, they cannot deny the admiration and respect they feel when they look at you now. To them, you are a living example of transformation, resilience, and power. And while they may wrestle with their own regrets or hopes for reconciliation, they know one thing with certainty: you have become a force to be reckoned with, and nothing will dim the light that you now carry so boldly into the world.